why you need 75 horsepower. That's why you buy big bikes and bikes with power, so you can do that kind of stuff. So finally, some fun, some twisties, and let's get some proper lineage on. Thing is, I'm not skilled at this, so you guys may commence laughing whenever you want to. But this actually is easy on this one, and it feels good. It doesn't feel wobbly or unstable or oh my god I'm gonna drop. It just feels natural. For such a racy, sporty bike, this is actually surprisingly comfortable. Over bumps and turns, suspension is actually quite effective, and as an added bonus, it doesn't quite feel unstable. It's soft and comfy, but you don't feel that unstableness you usually get with really soft and long suspensions. Also, you don't get that really strong boom you get from stiff race suspensions. I don't quite recall what bike I rode which had a really stiff suspension that was mega uncomfortable. I think that was my Hornet, the bike I learned on. Yeah, that was it. The Hornet, the Honda Hornet, had a lot of stiff suspension, so it gave me a lot of pain. This is smooth. It's nice, and even being smooth, you can easily go have some knee dragging fun. Also, it has the added bonus of, on this bike, a top case won't look odd. It won't look perfect, okay? They're always ugly, but it just won't look like sacrilege. I have to overtake you. I'm not going to stay here. Stopped. Where are you going, old lady? So yeah, so this works commuting. It's very thin, so since it's very thin, it's very easy to go through holes in traffic. Which is one problem on adventure bikes. You're riding like this, so you're constantly hitting mirrors. This one's a bit tighter. Much better than the NC, truthfully. Then again, I'm still getting used to the brakes and the levers and all that. This feels so good. Except for the cars coming onto my lane. That doesn't feel good. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, that felt so good. If you guys don't ride bikes, you don't understand just how nice this feels. Doing what I just did. A long sweeping turn feels so good. One of the things I was more curious about when I started getting the big bike, thinking about which bike to buy, which big bike to buy, was how easy it is to live with it. Meaning, am I going to end the journey with my back hurting or my bum hurting or my wrists or knees or something hurting, and the general day-to-day with the bike, is it worth it? Is it tiresome? How is it? And this one, I've been riding this for a couple of hours, an hour and a half, couple of hours almost, and I'm perfectly comfortable still. So this is easy to live with. I don't know about the maintenance. I really liked to tell you about the maintenance, but I don't know. I have no idea. But I know there's a problem with the maintenance on this bike, which is the fantastic front brakes. Yeah, that's an issue, because fantastic front brakes, 2 discs means when you have to change your front disc pads, it's going to cost double, because there's double the disc pads to change. So be aware of that when you get the bike with 2 disc brakes at the front. Yeah, it brakes awesome, but sometimes a bigger single disc brake can be easier on your wallet, and it can still brake good enough. The NC, for example, it brakes more than well enough. and it only has one disc brake at the front, so it's easier on your wallet when you have to change the brakes. This one brakes better, yes, but it's going to cost a lot of money to change them. Now, let's see how this goes for comfort on these horrible roads we, for some reason, really like to make in Portugal. It goes well. It goes well. The NC is better. Also, it's taller and it's got a longer suspension. But this seat is comfortable enough to also help absorbing these bumps. You can hear me going whoa, 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 whoa. That's because of the bumps. The road is very uneven. The surface itself is uneven, and then the road goes all wobbly and shit. But the seat helps absorb these stiffer bumps, so it's comfy. The seat's fantastic. The seat's actually fantastic. I'm used to the rock hard seat of the NC, but this one's great. So let's go into the Dr. Jekyll style of riding for this bike. I said this is not, sorry, scratchy nose. I say this is not a bike for beginners, simply because it's quite heavy. This is, believe it or not, as heavy as the NC700X. This is 220 kilograms, this version with the ABS. Non-ABS version is minus 4 kilos or something. So it's deceptively heavy. The fact that it's very compact and low to the ground removes some of that weight, but you can feel it when you go like this. There's a lot of inertia moving it around. Doesn't mean it's easy to ride. Oh god, there's so much heat coming up from the engine. That's uncomfortable on hot days, but I guess it's to be expected. As I was saying, this extra weight means if you go slightly more than this on a stoppage, you're probably going to drop it. So this isn't quite for absolute beginners. Might be good for someone who already knows how to ride and came back to motorcycling, but not quite for an absolute noob. Plus it's got too much power for an absolute noob. Guy gets a bit enthusiastic like I did, wants to brake, doesn't know how to brake, and ends up either in the car or in the ditch. So this is not okay. It can be done, obviously. Okay, it's not as bad as an CBR, an R6, something like that, or a liter bike. But I wouldn't advise it. If you really want it, okay, go. You'll just have to be extra careful and be mindful that you're probably going to drop it while suddenly braking. But yeah, it works. It can work. Not ideal, but it can work. But I wouldn't advise this as a first one. The first one would be a slightly smaller thing, like everyone says, a 250 or 300, something like that, just to get the feel of it. Or the CV500s, which are basically 300cc bikes on steroids. Look, an R6, beautiful R6. But other than that, this is easy to ride because it's low to the ground, so it also has a low center of gravity. So it's actually pretty easy to ride this low. It's very stable. Look, no feet on the ground, no feet on the ground, still no feet on the ground, still no feet on the ground. I did not put my feet on the ground, nor did I feel the need to. I wasn't balancing myself too much. I was just letting it slide slowly, and it worked marvelously. So it's actually easy to ride, but a bit too much for a beginner. You have to know how to lean it like this. See? It's not a bike that you can turn just like most people do when they start going like this, and then they counter steer by instinct because they push the handlebars trying to move their weight, and this one won't allow you. At these speeds it will. Drop the fucking GPS, you tard. Jesus fucking Christ. This one will bite you back if you try to ride it not knowing what you're doing. And that was awesome. Oh, so much hotness coming from the engine, good lord. Heat, my balls are heating up. That's something I don't get on my bike. hot balls. Geesh, hot balls. I'm beginning to understand why the song goes, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Because that's how my balls feel, like fire. Final considerations, I love this bike, I really do. Would I trade it for my NC? Yes, I would. Will I trade it? I'll have to think long and hard about it, because this is more expensive. That means I would sell my NC, then have to pay quite a bit of money for this one, new. I'm not into used bikes because I don't know enough about bikes to be able to buy a good used bike. Or I might buy one of these older versions which are still... What the fuck are you doing? Might buy one of these older versions and then make up the money like that. But even if it's a straight up deal, one, I'll have to pay more for this one. Well, let's say I don't pay more for some kind of magic. Then there's another little detail which I might not be able to afford, which may put a dent on this whole operation, which is extra fuel, because this spends a lot more fuel than the NC. Well, for this engine you have to pay, right? So that's where you pay fuel consumption. Supposedly if you go nice you'll do 5 to 100 kilometers, and if you go balls to the wall it'll do something like 7 or 8. I probably did around 6.5 or 7. So that's double the NC, somewhat, okay? So that's a problem, because I ride quite a lot, so I'll have to see how much money I would start spending on fuel. And it puts it solidly into the car mileage bracket, which was not the original idea on getting a bike, okay? So that's a problem. Another is that it's more expensive. So hey, any of you rich guys want to give me one of these? I'd appreciate it. Good lord, but I love it. It's a great machine. Everything is just, this is actually probably the best machine I have ever ridden. Not that I've ridden many, but it's fantastic. It's sporty, it's civilized, it's insane, it's all in one. It's a fantastic little middle ground. I like machines like that. I like machines that do everything and don't really specialize, so you can only use it for one particular purpose. I can use this one to go sporty everywhere, or I can use it to go commuting, or I can use it to just go on a relaxing ride somewhere. Are there better machines for this? Yes, there are, but they're usually very specialized machines. This is a fantastic utilitarian bike. You get this one and it will do everything you want. And just like Yamaha says on their website, this will not only allow you to do everything, it will allow you to do everything with a smile on your face. That's true, actually. I really, really liked riding this one. It's a great bike. It's expensive, but it is a great ride. Awesome brakes, awesome engine, awesome handling. It's brilliant, really brilliant. By far the one I enjoyed the most, by miles. Even if it wasn't for the engine, just the handling of it, brilliant. I loved it. I loved it, and I'm going to seriously consider trading. Seriously, seriously, seriously. And a couple of NCs. Let's see if they recognize me. Go on. Go on, lady. I'm going to. I think they know who I am. Well, my helmet's a dead giveaway. That was awesome. I love it. I love this bike. Love, 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 love. Oh yeah, this bike was very graciously loaned for a whole morning by these guys. They're fantastic. Now, there's one thing. Seriously, I'm a Honda guy. I'm a Honda customer. I'm a happy Honda customer. But just look at these bikes. and tell me if Yamaha does not make the best looking bikes ever. That's a 125. This is a 125. If you would go with this to a big biker meet, no one would even bat an eyelid until you start the engine. Looks awesome. See, these are fantastic little bikes. WR125X. They're expensive, but they're really good, and that's the XC660. Fantastic looking bikes these guys make. It's amazing. It's really amazing.